Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of DMP4. That's my podcast. So this is Alex, just me today. Um, Gosh, that was so awkward. I'm so sorry to put you guys through that. Anyways, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2024. That's exciting. This episode, I honestly just wanted to make it, short and sweet, not gonna lie. But I just kind of wanted to talk about because I've seen so many different like posts on social media already for this year saying that like people are feeling like they're in a rut already. They're already feeling like they like haven't gotten a good start to the year. And like we're only one weekend, okay? So like, we had to not be so hard on ourselves. But I think like the reasoning behind that and like why people feel that way is because we put like such an emphasis on the new year to like completely change or to never get off track and all of that type of stuff, new year, new me. But not that I'm trying to like make fun of that or anything like that, because honestly, like it's if that's how you view it to better yourself, then like I'm all for it. I don't think it's negative to look at the new year as like a fresh start or anything like that, especially because like sometimes like I mean the new year is like pretty much just all about like perspective and stuff like that. So if that's how it helps you view like I guess like doing something better or, just kind of like erasing different mistakes and trying to change, then I feel like you should use the new year as a motivation, and as a motivational tool, I guess. But for all of those people who are already feeling like they're kind of in a rut or, like they're just like not feeling like this year is going to be their year, I just kind of wanted to talk about something like kind of briefly that I feel like can help. And that's environment. I feel like, obviously it's like a scientific fact, right? That like, I mean, don't quote me, I guess, but that you feel different ways in different spaces and how everything's laid out, different things like that. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about how you can kind of freshen up a space or, get into a better mindset. And hopefully that'll help you get out of your rut, kind of change it up and make you feel better. Anyways, the first thing that I wanted to talk about is no matter how your space is, also think about like, I guess, not always staying in it is a big thing. So, like there's not anything wrong with being a homebody, honestly. I don't think. I used to like never be like that. I think I kind of touched on this before in an episode, but like I used to never really be a homebody. But then after moving to like LA, I feel like I have definitely, which is so opposite, but I feel like I've kind of become one a little bit, at least way more than I used to. But that's more about money and stuff like that. Like it's pretty expensive just to like go out and do anything here unless you're going on like a walk or a hike. Because like even if you take your car anywhere, you pretty much have to pay or gas can be expensive. Blah 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 blah. You don't even need to hear the spiel. But just kind of getting back to the topic, it's like if you're stuck. Oh wait, sorry, my allergies are acting up. So if you hear me sniff, I'm like so sorry. But I feel like um goodness, not me missing my train of thought. And I'm about to end up leaving this in. Just this is how you guys know that like this is real, I'm not the best podcaster, but I'm trying. Okay, anyways, gosh, getting back on track. So I think like if you stay in the same type of spot for a long period of time, it just kind of, even if you like your area and your spot and you have a routine, I think it's always good to kind of switch it up, I guess, is the best way to put it. And then also, I think it just kind of helps you have a different perspective sometimes if you like go out or you have different interactions with people and stuff like that, even if you're not like meaning to like talk to someone or you're not going to meet someone or anything like that, you still have that interaction with your barista, you still have that interaction like with people while you're driving, different stuff like that. And sometimes that can help just kind of get you out of a funk. That's what I wanted to talk about, getting out of a funk, the rut. But yeah, I feel like sometimes just like it can be from a random person, but literally, it's crazy how someone can just kind of change your whole day. It doesn't have to be a lasting impression or anything like that, but it's just wild how someone can say something or you can experience something just by like going out, or even if you like live with somebody, if you're able to kind of separate yourself from them every once in a while and just kind of be by yourself, sometimes it makes your brain process things differently, or you think about different things, which is, it can be helpful. Okay, so apologies for any type of little interruptions or cuts, because I could not stop sniffing. I was like, I'm about to sneeze, and I did not want to sneeze and keep that in. So, anyways, going back to it, I feel like if you kind of get yourself in a spot where you're normally by yourself, or if you're always by yourself, get yourself in a spot with people. I think it can be helpful for your brain sometimes, whether it's being around different people and hearing different perspectives, or it's being alone and being able to process things by yourself to where it's kind of like your raw feelings, versus sometimes whenever you like are around somebody for a long period of time, it's not that it's kind of hard to notice sometimes, but sometimes you don't fully process all your emotions and feelings, or even sometimes like you're always kind of thinking about them. At least that's how I am, I guess. Like, instead of like all something will happen, and instead of thinking about like how I actually feel about it, I'll be thinking about how the person that I'm with is feeling, or what they thought, or trying to accommodate their feelings. So sometimes it can be helpful to just kind of change your environment in the sense of like who you're around or always with. And then the next thing that I wanted to talk about is actually just like changing up your environment itself, like physically. So, first thing, organization. For a new year, staying organized is like the best thing that you can do to, honestly, I feel like it's like the best thing that you can do to like make sure that you're achieving your goals and things like that, is like having everything written down or something visual. I think visuals like help everybody, honestly. And so if you can like have something that you can look back on, like put post-it notes on the wall and like with your goals on it, and like separate it into months, or have an expo board and make sure that you put everything that you need to get done on a calendar, so you can make sure that you're not forgetting anything. Or some people prefer putting everything in their phone, having just a bunch of notes or reminders, things like that. I think that can be really helpful, just because you want to remind yourself, because sometimes you can get distracted, sidetracked, whatever. Like, it's so easy to think like, oh, I don't really remember what I was planning on doing today, so I'm just going to do this instead, or whatever. And you just end up like sitting on the couch or whatever. It's just kind of like, it helps you move with a purpose, I guess, if you stay organized, as well as organization, not just with like your goals. Another thing is like when you're actually like in the bathroom, organization in the bathroom, organization in your bedroom, living room, whatever, making sure that everything stays kind of clean, tidy, and also that you have like, I don't know, I think that can just that can also change your mindset as well. If you're feeling like, a lot of times if you're feeling depressed, you don't want to clean. It's just a thing. But it's so helpful to have everything like in a designated spot for the most part. And where it's not just like everywhere, like where it's all kind of hidden a little bit. I like used to have all my bathroom stuff like just on the sink in the bathroom. And so like me and JJ just had everything sprawled everywhere. And I just think we ended up like talking about it, and I like cleaned it up, like put stuff in the like behind the mirror and the cabinets and stuff like that. There's like little designated drawers and stuff. And I moved everything and like organized it, and I like walk in there now and I'm like, oh wow, this like really made a difference. It just like looks cleaner, and I feel like it is like it's it helps my brain, I guess. And it makes it feel like there's not so many steps sometimes. I don't know why, but like clutter, I'm also a little bit OCD, but just clutter in general, I feel like is really tough for me to deal with. I feel like it makes it harder for me to like actually get things done. Um which like whenever I first moved here, sorry, my allergies are so freaking bad today. Anyways, they've been bad ever since it started getting like a little bit colder here, but I'm definitely allergic to something outside. Oh well. Anyways, when we first moved to this new apartment, um, like we moved from like a studio to a one bedroom, so obviously there's like more there's more space here, definitely, which I'm so thankful for. It's really nice to like have like different rooms for different things so you can actually like, I'm not just like in one area where I work, I sleep, I relax, all of that. Work on creative things. Like now, like we have different rooms. Like we actually have like a space where we can chill. We have a space where we can actually sleep. We have a space where we can work. We have a space where we can actually create. We have a space where we can cook instead of all of it being in the same area. But whenever we first moved here, like we had everything pretty much in boxes because we like didn't have any like furniture to put everything up and stuff like that. So it made it so difficult for me to like get back on my routine and like my grind. And so I just think that, having first of all designated spots for things, but also just like keeping things organized and clean, I feel like can be really helpful, just to keep a clean mind as well, where you're not like, I guess, overstimulating yourself is what I would say. Another thing with environment is to switch it up. If you feel like you're going through like a whole like funk and you're stuck in a rut, switch your room around. If you just have a room, switch your room around, switch your house around, switch your apartment around, like move your bed to the other side, or move a mirror. Mirrors can help a lot. Add something like, I don't know why this helps, but it has always, at least for me, it has always helped. Like if I feel like I'm getting stuck, sometimes it just like is so nice, or like it's just crazy how much of a difference it can make to like just like move something to the other side of the room or adjust and kind of switch your floor plan. Even if you like your floor plan and maybe you don't even like the next one that you end up moving it to, you can always switch it back. But sometimes just having it changed for a couple weeks is like just the kickstart that you need. It's so weird, but like just try it because I swear it is it's helpful. But yeah, also adding different things like on the walls. I don't know, like I have like a vision board for like the brand. Like me and JJ got like pictures, and I'm sure if you all follow like the page on Instagram, you've already seen it before, but it's just like a lot of pictures on the wall of like different pieces that we like, clothing pieces, so we can kind of get inspiration from that whenever we're actually creating. And like there's paintings behind me here. We had more, like we actually had our own like personal vision boards up there, but they fell off the wall because why do command strips like not work, man? But anyways, so sorry, I'm like making sure that my nose isn't just like constantly running. I'm so sorry that you guys are having to bear with me while I'm like halfly sick right now. But anyways, yeah, I feel like having different stuff on the wall can also be a good like switch up. Oh, and getting plants. Plants are really nice too. And I feel like they, first of all, help with depending on like which ones you get, can help with like the air, different stuff like that. Getting air purifiers. Gosh, I'm just ranting at this point. That is also helpful. We had one before. We need to get a new one. But that is also helpful, having like clean air. And sometimes you don't realize how much of a difference it can help with like your sleeping, which also helps. If you're feeling like burnt out, that can also be a reason why you are kind of feeling stuck, is because you kind of are just like stagnant and you're just going through the motions. So getting better sleep, changing your environment, maybe try eating healthier, all these things. But anyways, I feel like I'm not technically getting like off topic, but I kind of wanted to stick with the environment in today's episode. But I feel like that's really all that I had to say. Like I said, I kind of wanted to keep it like brief, keep this for a podcast that you can just like listen to on your drive somewhere or while you're getting ready in the morning, something like that. Just as like a little boost and reminder. I definitely want to hear what y'all want to like hear me talk about though. I'm feeling like not stuck, but like sometimes, see, not me like doing my needing my own advice right now, but I'm feeling kind of like stumped, I guess, on different topics. I know there's like so much to talk about, and I love to talk, but sometimes it's so weird. Like, I don't know if you all have ever tried it, but just like sitting in front of the camera with a mic, whatever. Sometimes if you like it's weird because when you're talking to someone else, you kind of have different things to go off of, and it's kind of like getting your brain churning and like thinking about different things, um, to where you're able to keep on talking. But sometimes whenever it's just like yourself, it's just kind of like, oh well, I guess I'm done. I don't know what else to say. Like you don't have like those little extra things that always, at least only certain topics, I feel, at least for me personally. So I would love to hear what you all want to hear me talk about, and just kind of give me ideas on like just some good things. I don't know. I'm always welcome to like suggestions. I love it. So I mean, that's the whole point of this podcast, is to inspire and to kind of talk about things that people wouldn't talk about. So if you want to hear anything like personal, anything like that you feel like you're going through, or if you like even want to be like a little like guest on here, let me know. Hit me up. Yeah, but again, happy new year everybody. Thanks again for listening and supporting. And if you're watching this video, sorry if it's all over the place. I have my little tripod now, so that's nice, but I'm still figuring out a setup, so yeah. Anyways, have a great day, everybody. Happy Sunday. If you're watching this on Sunday, whatever day you're watching it, I hope you have a great day. And thank you. And I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you next time.